Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Inside Guns with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. You know, over the last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of ups and downs in the gun community. There's been a lot of bad things that have happened, police shootings, mass murders that we often get the blame for in the gun community. But there's been a lot of good things too. There's been, the Supreme Court is taking up a very important Second Amendment case, which a lot of us are very anxious about right now because we're very thrilled that they're taking it up, but there's going to be a lot of tension between now and it actually getting decided, a lot of speculation, etc. So it's kind of a stressful time. Even some of the good things that are happening are kind of stressful. So today I wanted to do a video that just kind of isn't stressful at all. I'm not going to deal with topics or anything like that. Just going to do a very simple video that I haven't done in a long time. I'm going to do an EDC update video. People keep asking me for one. I just haven't had time to do one, especially not with the new format. It doesn't really fit in easily. But today, that's what I'm going to do. It's a Friday. Just going to say, screw it. Just going to do an EDC update video. I'm just going to talk about what I carry with me every day to be prepared. And that way you maybe get ideas for what you need to carry with you every day to be prepared. Or you can laugh at how unprepared I am because I know I'm not the most prepared person. Because I live a lifestyle where I'm never very far from my car or my home. For one, I hardly ever leave the house. I work here on my property. I have no desire to be around people, so I don't go downtown very often. And I live quite away from town. It's like an hour from my house to get to anything of any merit. So I don't leave home very often. When I do leave home, nowadays, I'm either going somewhere for curbside pickup or going through a drive-through. So I'm still in my car. Or I'm just going into some small business like gun shop, local hardware store, etc., where my car is 2 minutes away. So most of the stuff that I would need for survival, if I was out and something happened, natural disaster, etc., is in my car. First aid kits, water, food, etc. It's all in my car. So I carry very little actually on me. But today I'm going to go over what I do carry on me every day as part of my EDC. First, let's go over the things that pretty much everybody carries with them. I think everyone out there every day, man, woman, whatever, I guess maybe not all the women, but most of the men, a wallet. I carry a wallet. I have my Boba Fett wallet that my kids got me at the Sci-Fi Museum. A little bit nerdy, but I like it, which is odd since I'm clearly not a nerd. There's two types of people in the world, nerds and jocks, and clearly I'm the latter. But love my Boba Fett wallet. Next is a watch, just something simple. I don't really wear a watch all the time. I just wear it if I'm leaving the property. I don't wear a watch around the house. I have clocks in the house. But when I do wear a watch, it's just my iWatch, my Apple Watch, whatever they call it. I don't know what they call this thing. But that's all I take. I take it mainly so that I can see if I get alerts on my phone while I'm driving. I don't actually have to take my phone out and look or just see them on my watch. Of course, now my car tells me, so I don't even really need the watch. So I don't know why I wear it. I think it's more of a habit than anything else. But when I do wear a watch, it's just my simple Apple Watch. I don't understand people who spend tens of thousands of dollars or even thousands of dollars on a watch that does nothing but tell time. If I'm going to spend even hundreds of dollars on a watch, I want it to do lots of other things. I want it to be able to talk to satellites. So that's the watch I wear, my Apple Watch. Next, of course, is my cell phone. I do not go anywhere without my cell phone if I leave the house. Now, around the house, I don't keep my cell phone on me. I don't bring my cell phone out with me to the garage when I go to work, out to my studio, because I don't want to be tied to my cell phone. So I'm one of those people that's like, if you need me, leave a message. If you call me, leave a message because I'm not answering the phone. And if you send me an email, take your chances because I get so many emails I don't see it. But I always do take my cell phone with me if I leave the property. I know some people don't like cell phones and I guess somehow it's cool to say, I don't like them cell phones. I don't need that modern technology. But if you don't take a cell phone with you when you leave your home, you are leaving behind probably the most flexible and useful tool you could possibly have with you. It is a very versatile, powerful tool to have. So I've never understood people who don't like a cell phone. I carry my iPhone 12 Pro Max here, and that's the cell phone I carry with me anytime I'm off my property. Now, the next thing a lot of people talk about that they carry is keys. I don't really have any keys. I do have keys to certain things around the house, although most of our locks are digital. They do have a manual element to them in case the digital goes out. And the keys to those are usually in hidden lock boxes, those little security boxes like realtors use around the property. So that if I ever need one, I can go get it. But as far as carrying keys, I don't carry any keys. I do carry my key fob to my car. It's kind of a cute little key fob. It looks actually like the rotor and the caliper on the actual car. So I carry that, but other than that, I don't carry any keys. And as far as the other car, the Tesla, well, you just need your cell phone for that. You don't need a key. And as far as the truck, I just leave the keys in the visor and that, because someone steals that, whatever. It's old. I don't think anyone's going to steal it. It's kind of hard to get away with. But so no keys, just a key fob. All right, now one thing I am trying to get into the habit of carrying, I'm actually making myself carry it now, but it's not a habit yet, is earbuds. Because since you'd have to wait in line nowadays sometimes to get into the gun shop, it's nice to have earbuds with me so I can listen to YouTube videos or whatever while I'm standing in line and not have my speaker blaring at everybody. Plus, if I'm in my car and I do a live chat, if I ever have to host someone or I join someone else's live chat, I need them to be able to hear. So earbuds is something I've just recently started carrying with me. All right, next we have the old standard. I've always carried this. I've carried this for many years and I still carry it every day, and that's Carmex. Now, one of the main reasons I like to tell people I carry Carmex is because, hey, if you ever get in a bad situation, smear something on something, it's really good for a fire starter. But the real reason I carry it is because I get chapped lips, and I don't like chapped lips. They sting. So I always keep Carmex with me. Like I said, it's good for starting fires, but it's even better for keeping those lips all smooth and kissable. And speaking of starting fires, I used to carry a lighter or matches with me, but now I actually just carry a fire starter, one of those, what is it, a magnesium fire starter? I always forget. They're very easy to use, they're very effective, and they work wet or dry. So I've started carrying the fire starter with me because it's really no bigger than carrying a Bic lighter. It is bigger than carrying a small book of matches, but small book of matches are susceptible to getting wet, where this doesn't have that weakness. So that's what I carry as far as having the ability to make flame, because I think everyone should always have the ability to start a fire. Next thing I carry is a flashlight. I carry this little Nebo flashlight. It's a very nice little rechargeable flashlight. I've got a recharger in my car and a recharger on my nightstand, so I always keep it charged. It's a very bright little flashlight, and it's small. And the thing I like most about it is the button to activate it is on the side, not the top, up where the clip or anything is. Because if the button is on the top, on the end of the flashlight, I've noticed that when I wear it in my pocket, if I bend over, it gets pushed, and then the next thing I know, my leg's hot and my battery's dead. So I like having the button on the side, and like I say, it is a very bright little flashlight, a very rugged little flashlight. So that's what I've been carrying recently. A lot of people say, well, you don't need a flashlight nowadays because there's a flashlight on your cell phone. Don't waste your cell phone battery making light if you're ever in a bad situation. Have something else that provides you with light so that you can save your cell phone battery for communicating. So that's the flashlight I carry, the little Nebo flashlight. All right, next we're into what would be considered, I guess, weapons. And that is my pocket knife. I carry a simple little folding pocket knife. What I carry right now is a CRKT, Columbia River Knife and Tool, and I believe they call it a Thero, Thero. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right or not, but it's a very nice little knife. It's very sharp. I haven't had to sharpen it once since I got it, and I open a lot of boxes with it. In fact, I'm going to be honest here, that's usually what my knife ends up doing. It's not like I'm, fending off wolves or mountain lions with it, naked out there fighting them with my pocket knife. Usually it's for opening boxes, cutting straps, cutting strings, cutting through tape. That's what it's used for 90% of the time, probably 99% of the time. Because like I said, the fighting the wolves and bobcats and stuff, that's just a tiny little percent. So I found it to be a very nice knife. I used to carry a different knife, but it was a gift from my kids, and then I almost lost it. So I'm like, screw that. I'm not carrying a sentimental knife when just a knife off the internet does just as good a job. So that's what I've been carrying lately, my Columbia River Knife and Tool Thero. All right, now we're to the main part. What do I carry as far as my EDC rig, as far as my handgun is concerned? Well, the belt I always use is a Core belt, the Core Essentials trackline belts. That's pretty much the only gun belt I use anymore. I've got them in leather, I've got them in a regular web belt type of style, I've got them in black, brown, tan. So I kind of have the whole gambit of trackline belts, and that's what I always carry as far as belts are concerned. Now, along with your belt, the other very important part of your carry rig is, of course, your holster. And I like lots of different holsters. There's lots of different holsters I carry. Like if it's an off-the-shelf holster, like 1791, I've always said those are awesome. But for my own personal carry of my own personal EDC gun, I try to always have a Lobo holster. Love the Lobo holsters. They're really well made. The way they're made with that triple layer of leather, it makes the belt go through a lot easier. Doesn't have to do that fishing through, you know. So a lot nicer made in my opinion. Just really top-notch holsters and not expensive, like $100 for a really nice one. So that's what I always try to carry is a Lobo holster. I have one for every gun I possibly carry. Now for the guns themselves. Well, there's usually two guns in my rotation. One that's more for power and one that's more for capacity. Like if I need capacity, I'll carry a semi-auto. Like if I'm going to town, I'm going to be around a lot of people, I might want more capacity. If I'm going to be at home and I'm not going to run into a large group of people, not very likely, or I might run into something actually four-legged that might be a threat to me, which isn't very likely. Two-legged things are way scarier than four. But in that case, I like to have power. I like to have something like a 357 Magnum or a 44 Magnum. So I usually have a rotation, two guns that I carry most often. Right now it's currently my Chiappa Rhino 30DS 357 Magnum for when I'm around the house or when I'm not going to be around a lot of people. 6 shots of 357 Magnum ammo. It's an awesome solution to pretty much any problem. So that's the gun I carry. This is lightweight, handles recoil well. Someone my age needs that extra recoil management because of my arthritis. So love this gun. And when I carry this gun, I make sure to carry extra ammo. I carry it in a belt pouch, a little nylon belt pouch. I keep 2 speed loaders in there loaded up with 357 Magnum, usually either Fort Scott or Minuteman ammo or Underwood Extreme Penetrators, and then of course with 1 silver plated round or solid silver round for werewolves, just in case, you never know. And I like to have one of those in each reload. So I always keep my reloads that way. And like I said, I do use the Safari Land ones because I like them better than any of the others. They are all plastic, so they're a little lighter, but that's not really the reason. I like them because you just push them in. There's no turning of anything. They just click when you push them in and release the rounds. So I like the Safari Land ones, so that's what I usually carry as far as reloads when I'm carrying the Rhino. Now, when I'm not carrying my Rhino, say I'm going to town and I need more capacity, I carry my favorite semi-auto. I carry my Beretta Elite LTT from Langdon Tactical and Beretta, and it's just my favorite semi-automatic gun. I carry that, once again, in my Lobo holster. So that's the gun I choose when I need more rounds. It's 9mm. I've got 1 18-round mag in it, and what I carry as an extra mag is a 20-round mag with the 2-round extension, makes it a 20-round mag. And I carry that in a little magnetic pocket clip that was actually given to me by Dan, the owner of Sporting Systems. It really makes it easy to carry it in your pocket. It's just magnetic, and when you want it, you just slide it out of there. The clip stays in your pocket. So really a nice way to carry an extra magazine. I used to carry them horizontally on my belt, but since I got this magnetic clip, I just stick one in my pocket because the only time I do this is when I'm going to town. So it's not like I have to do it all the time. So just in the pocket it goes. That gives me a total of 39 rounds of 9mm. That's almost enough to do some damage. If I carry my Rhino, I've got 18 rounds of 357 Magnum. If I carry my semi-auto, I got 39 rounds of 9mm. So that's what I carry. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I carry. I can't really think of anything else I take with me every day. I always wear a hat, but I don't consider that carrying it because it just kind of sits on my head. So that's what I carry every day to be prepared. As you can see, it's not anything fancy. It's not elaborate. I'm not like running around like a human med kit or anything like that. Like I say, I keep that stuff in my car, and I always stay close to my car. If I ever get too far away from my car, I guess I'll be a little screwed, but hopefully I'll have better sense than that. So there it is. There's my EDC update. Hope everyone is happy that's been asking for it. Now you can see what I carry, so you can either, like I said, take inspiration or make fun, all you want, but that is my EDC update.